Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. This is going to be an unboxing video or unpackaging video of a product from Zero9 Holsters. Zero9 Holsters produces a multitude of different Kydex products for things such as magazine holders, flashlight holders, taser holsters, radio holders, body cam holders, etc. In May, I had noticed that Zero9 Holsters was offering a new style of holster for the Surefire Fury flashlights. I thought, cool, I want to get that, because what I currently use is this. It is a Safariland flashlight holder for what it was back then. When I got it, it was made for the G2 Nitrolen, which is pretty old. So this pouch is pretty darn old, but the diameter of it fit perfectly with the new Surefire P2X Fury. So I kept it. I didn't have to replace the holder. I like this, but I want to have a bezel down design so that I can put a attachment on here, a therm attachment that has a little ring on there, so I can hold it in the hand and there's a ring that my finger can go through. Well, I have not seen any products out there for the P2X Fury, and for that matter, not a whole lot of other products at all for a bezel down type of design. So when I saw on Instagram Zero9 Holsters offering this holster, I thought, all right, cool, I'm gonna get that. I ordered it. I went to their site and they have a few different flashlight selections on there. They had, of course, the Fury lights, and then they have Mod Light and a couple others. So I selected Fury, of course, because I have a Fury flashlight. It got here and I went through the process of doing a video just like now, and it didn't fit. It was super loose. I could shake the holder and the flashlight just kind of rattled around inside of it, and I knew that that wasn't going to work. So I thought maybe I'll take the screws out, take the rubber spacers out between the Kydex, and just try to mash the Kydex closer together and get some friction out of that. That didn't work. So I emailed them on the, bring up my email. I emailed them that day, so it was the 26th. I emailed them, told them, hey, what was going on. I even sent a little short video to them. They respond the next day and telling me that I, of course, have an older model of the Fury than what they designed their case for. Now, interestingly enough, on their Instagram page, when I saw this, I knew that Surefire had a newer Fury light. And when I had gone through the process of wanting to replace my P2X Fury with another pocket carry light, I had saw that newer light and had thought about getting it. But I asked on Instagram if it would fit the P2X Fury, and someone who has access to control their account replied back and said yes, it should fit. Well, it gets here, it doesn't fit. So I emailed them on the 26th, they emailed back on the 27th, and they recommend that they can send a return label and I can send it back to them and they can exchange it for a different case. And the case that they recommend was for a Mod Light or a TAC 400. And I sent it, they got it, they told me they got it, and then they sent me the replacement, and here is the replacement that I've gotten. So we're going to find out if this thing works. So nice little manila envelope that it comes in. And I say nice, I mean it's not like it's super nice, but they got their own logo branded on there, which is kind of cool. And reaching in, nothing else. All right, so right off the bat, what I remember from the first package is I got a sticker from them. You know, not having a sticker is not a deal breaker. I can live without a sticker, but I kind of would have liked to have the sticker so I could put it on the ammo box. So they left the sticker out, and there was like a little informational sheet that I sent back with them that they didn't send back with this. So all I get in this package is this product itself. Normally they would include a sticker and some little paper thing in there talking about what you've got or whatnot. All right. So this is the light holder for a P2X Fury, hopefully. Interesting design. I might have to back these screws out a little bit, but that's okay, that's solid. That fits in there pretty solid. So yeah, I will have to back these screws out just a little bit to make it not so tight. But now I can have a bezel down carry and put my therm attachment on there where I have the ring on there. And I should have had that out when I start the video, but I didn't think to get it out. It comes with a tech lock on the back of the holster here. And I can't, of course, get this lock to come undone. There we go. So I like tech lock. I would prefer for all my duty gear pieces to have a tech lock attachment. If you've never used these tech lock attachments before, you should try them. If you got a taser holster, you should know what a tech lock is because it's on the back of a taser holster. And these things, they're nice. I prefer these over other mounting options because they're easy to readjust on the belt. I can take it off, put it somewhere else, and then clamp it down and put this little safety latch on where it can't come undone and open. And it's secure on the belt. It's not moving anywhere, not going anywhere. And then when I want to move it, all I gotta do is pop that safety catch off, push those in, move this, slide it up and down the belt where I need to. I can also, because of these holes right here, I can adjust how this holster sits. So from here, so imagine my hand's a belt, or these fingers are a belt, and it mounts on. So I can have this thing rotate this away, so it's more of a cant like that, or it can cant like that, or I can have it completely sideways, or just move this thing the other direction, which I don't know why you would do that, but this allows you to be modular with it, so to speak. All right, so I will back the screws out on this thing, loosen this bad boy up a little bit, that way it's not so hard to get out. And I'll go put my attachment on here, and I'll take the old holster off and put the new one on, and I'll do some practice draws from it and get more acquainted with how this is going to draw from the belt versus what I've been used to. So what I've been used to is obviously pulling up like this. Now I'm going to have to pull it up like that. Shouldn't take long for my body to, or my brain and my body to get used to the new draw technique. I'll just have to do it a few times, and then it'll become muscle memory after a while, and then I'll have that attachment on there, and I'll show you what that attachment looks like. Alright, so this is the attachment that I'm talking about. That is a therm switchback. I actually got this, it's probably a couple years back. I went to a course called Full Contact Gunfighting by Aaron Little, and it was a hands-on class. It didn't have any shooting, it was more hand-to-hand fighting kind of stuff, but being armed. Kind of think about Craig Douglas ECQC, but without the sim guns. And I took this class, and I met a guy up there who had one of these, and I had played with it, and I thought, hey, that's kind of cool, I like that. And he didn't have a use for his anymore, didn't want it anymore, so I got it from him. And I liked it. I've been wanting to use it But there's really been no holster option for me to use with it. Try to get that thing screwed in just enough so I can get the light to activate. But there we go. So there's been no option for me to utilize this because I didn't have a holster that would fit it, and I don't like pocket clips. I don't like putting the light down in my pocket. My current Surefire Tactician has a pocket clip on there, but I just simply do not use the pocket clip. I just don't like that option. So I never got to use this light, and I've wanted to be able to use it so that I would have a better way of holding the light when I go to a two-handed option or two-handed grip with a gun. So I can use the light like so, activate it, and if I need to punch, I've got this nice little jabby thing right there to cause some extra pain. And then if I whip the gun out and something happens to my weapon mounted light, what have you, or I still need to search with another light, I've got this light right here. I flip it over, get my two-handed grip, and then I can, because I got this little thing right here, I can just basically press on it, and I should be able to cause this to press into the back of my finger while I've got that two-handed grip on the gun. You might not be able to see on the camera. I'll have the light spill right there, but I can press right here and have the light activate in a two-handed gun grip. And I like that, and I thought that was cool. And of course, when you get done shooting, gun in one hand, you can flip it back over and do your searching that you need to. That way you're not pointing your gun at things you don't need to be pointing it at. And then when it comes time to shooting, swip it over and two-handed gun grip, boom, and then press it forward if it lands right on the fat finger. Well, I guess you gotta have pressure behind the other finger, and you would have that with the gun. So, and I might not have this twisted all the way so it's super sensitive. There we go. So I got boom, switch it over and get two-handed grip and press it. There we go. So the press is a lot better that way. And just two-handed grip and light activation. Go back to one-handed gun, have the gun down low ready, go back to searching, need to shoot, flip it back over, boom, activate light, and boom. And I wanted to use this, like I said, but obviously that no worky, so I needed a holster like this, and no one had a holster like this until now when Zero9 Holster has released this style of holster. And I guess they've had this particular model all along, and my light would have fit in it. I just didn't know. And I didn't know that they had these products until I saw them talking about their Fury case. And then I got, of course, super interested about it because I had the Fury. And I was like, ooh, I need to get that. So there's that. Go ahead and take the old Surefire, or I'm sorry, the old Safariland pouch off. There we go. So again, this thing is, it's old. I mean, like super old. It's done me good over the years. It's still working. I mean, it's starting to fail there at the bottom. It's starting to come apart. But this thing has been in use for quite some time. I forget the amount of years it's been in use, but over a decade. So it's done me good. It's lived its life. So now I'm going to be putting this on. Now these tech locks come with these little spacers so that if you have a smaller belt, it'll work with a smaller belt, but I don't need them because I have a big boy belt, and all you gotta do is just kind of pop them loose and they'll come out. Boom, there goes that one spacer, and just for fit test. I'm probably going to have to end up taking the other one off. And that's for sure. Press that out. Both spacers come out, and you can adjust these spacers anywhere you want. Like there's the last spacing I could do on right there at the very end. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Let me do this off camera real quick, just for the spacing. Yeah, so I checked the spacing on it on a piece of the belt over here. It was off camera. I'm not going to be able to use these spacers with this Tech-Lock because the belt is so, I won't say thick, but it's so wide from here to there. But if you did have a smaller belt, you could put these spacers in there and boom, now use your Tech-Lock with a smaller belt. But I don't have that problem. So I took the spacers out. Move this case out of the way. All right. Find a spot. Boom. Click it in place, put the little safety catch in its place, lock it in. Boom. Now I can move the D-ring back over, move that case back over. And now I have a new Zero9 holster for the Surefire P2X Fury with the Therm switchback on there. So now I can just reach back behind me, whip that bad boy out, do my thing, search with it. If I have to go to gun, I can still retain this light in my hand, just flip it over like that, go to a two-handed firing grip. If the weapon-mounted light on my Glock goes down, all I have to do is press forward on this little nub and get some light activation as a backup, and then as I'm searching, if I need to punch someone, I've got an extra little nub right there to make things hurt. It's not like it's going to be a deal breaker for a fight. I highly doubt this is going to be the fight stopper, but it's just a nice little extra added thing to cause pain for someone, make them think twice about messing with me. And then do the little switcheroo, be all John Wick with it, all super cinematic, and then switch it back. So there is the unboxing and installation of the Zero9 Holsters light holster. It's not for the P2X Fury. This is not the Fury case. This is the mod light case. If you have the newer Fury, you will want to select Fury on the website, but if you have the older Furies, you'll have to select the mod light or the TAC 400 in order to get your light to fit into a bezel down light holster. If you like what you see, give me a like and a share. If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You'll see a multitude of different videos like this where I review gear and things of that nature. Earl Henderson with Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching.